let's talk about 3 superpowers that you already have within you that you can not only utilize to help elevate your state of mind and progress further down your path to success, whatever that definition is for you, but you can also celebrate these superpowers each and every day. All right, so what are they? Curiosity, focus, and your breath. These are all things that you naturally have within you, but how can they help you to continue improving your life and actually very quickly? One, curiosity. I talk about curiosity a lot because it is such a powerful tool. And the first thing that you want to get curious about is your emotions. We all have those moments where we get a twinge of excitement or something that piques our curiosity. But what do we do with the moment after that? That is a clue. Those moments of where things surface in our minds that we get an idea that excites us or something that we just want to know more about. That is our intuition, your intuition actually showing up to guide you down a new path or in a certain direction. Maybe it's exploring a new career path. So pay attention to your emotions and know that positive or negative emotions can be useful tools, and however you're feeling is always okay and it will pass. So if it's a negative emotion, how can it be useful to focus on that? When we have feelings of discomfort that are showing up, while they are uncomfortable to focus on, they are showing up for a reason. Your emotions are yours for a reason. So if something keeps getting under your skin, maybe you know that it's irrational. I mean, this happens to me too, even through all of the work that I've done on myself over the years, and I coach others with the same kind of practices. It's an ongoing practice. So I will still have triggering moments, and you kind of think, wait a minute, I already worked on this. Why is this showing up again? But you know what? It's okay. Just embrace it. And now what I'm starting to do is listen to a lot of videos on Stoicism. Before, I kind of shied away from Stoicism because I thought it was about not acknowledging your emotions. And I think that emotions are beautiful. I love human emotion, the full spectrum. Part of that is I love writing. So I love movies and I love stories, and I love when people are passionate about certain things. I love to capture those stories and share them. So I love emotion, but Stoicism is not about emotion. It's about choosing your response. So I'm listening to a lot of these videos, and I'll acknowledge when I have a moment where an uncomfortable emotion is coming up and I feel triggered. But what I try to do is just breathe through it and not react, and acknowledge that it's probably irrational, but also get curious. I want to get curious about why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling, why that negative emotion is showing up, because getting curious about it is acknowledging the emotion, creating awareness around the potential challenge that I'm having so that I can then create change. The only way to overcome a challenge and or to achieve a goal is to take the first step, which is to acknowledge it's there. We can't solve a problem that we don't know, what the problem is. When you go to the doctor, they got to figure out the illness, the problem, the disease state, whatever it is, before they can provide a solution. So you can do the same thing within yourself and those uncomfortable emotions by employing curiosity, your superpower. So that's talking about how to utilize curiosity for a negative emotion, and how can curiosity be a superpower with your positive emotions. Get curious about what lights you up. This is something that I work with my career coaching clients on. Whatever lights you up, we have things that activities and environments, tasks, certain things that we really enjoy doing, that we feel on fire and in our element when we are doing these things. And then we have other environments, atmospheres, things that like fine print. I'm not a fine print reader. I would not be a good lawyer. Things like that, so and I don't do well working in an office. I'm very organized and structured, but I do best creating my own structure. So in getting curious about what lights you up, that's going to help you get to know yourself better. And you don't want to deny what lights you up. You want to give yourself that. So let's say you're in a job, for example, that you don't really love, that is kind of depleting your energy. But pay attention to what does light you up, what you do love, and give yourself moments each day to do that. Maybe if you have really limited time, maybe it's just a half an hour, 20 minutes each day, but then try to grow that into an hour. Nobody, the universe, and no one can give you more of what you won't take. So for example, if you know that you want a career, a full day doing whatever it is you want to be doing, but you don't give yourself an hour a day or 30 minutes a day or 3 hours a week for starters to do this thing, how are you ever going to get more of that? So give yourself moments. I used to talk about that a lot. I've got a lot of videos on that that I call give yourself moments to do what lights you up. So get curious about what lights you up, and then give yourself moments to invest in that activity, and that's in investing in yourself. So curiosity, powerful tool that can help you in achieving your goal by getting curious about what it is that lights you up, what it is you want. And the more curious you get, the more you're going to expand your mind. Your mind is then open to receive. So this brings us to, okay, so that's, now I'm going to go to your breath and how your breath is, breathing can be a superpower. But wrapping up curiosity real quick, curiosity is a very powerful tool both in overcoming your challenges and achieving your goals, because it helps you to create awareness and expand your mind for ideas to come in. And that first idea will be your first step in overcoming that challenge or achieving that goal. We're not going to see all the steps at once, which is fine, because how many steps can we take at a time? One. Okay, so curiosity helps to bring you present. Your breath can also bring you present. And why is it important to be present? You know, when we're in our heads, we're maybe frustrated, thinking about something that we regret or that we're stressed about or that we have to do later. We're missing what is right in front of us. So we're missing opportunities. Now, it's very natural to be in our heads, but just be aware that if you are, you're going to miss out on potentially on opportunities to connect with people, for ideas to come in. So what you can do is just take a deep breath. Anytime you're focusing on your breath, let me take a nice deep breath now. And you want to let your abdomen expand, let your lungs fully expand. The more deep breaths, the more you practice deep breathing, the better lung capacity you're going to have. And yeah, I do deep breathing all the time now. For a few minutes each morning, I do 3 minutes of deep breathing, but then throughout the day, walking down the street, if something is stressing me out, or now not even if something is stressing me out, it's just a natural practice that I have to take a deep breath, and it's audible. Sometimes the person next to me on the street will look at me and I realize I'm breathing audibly. But anyhow, your breath is involuntary, and it's something that you have within you already, but it's super powerful because it can help calm you down. When I'm having a triggering moment, I even had one yesterday. I just took a deep breath. I just said, don't react. Try not to show any emotion on your face, and just take a deep breath. But focusing on your breath can bring you present, and the present moment, that's when you're going to get your ideas for your first step in working towards your goal or in how to overcome your challenge. So your breath is a superpower, and you can utilize it all day, every day. And I highly recommend starting your day with a few minutes of deep breathing. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You can do longer if you have the time, but it'll how you start your day. If you start your day with a healthy, positive habits, the more likely you are to carry through the rest of your day with more positive, healthy habits. So curiosity and your breath. And a third superpower is your focus, because good or bad, where you focus is where you go. If you go into a job interview thinking, I'm not going to get this, your mindset is going to dictate your actions, and you're not going to if you're not believing in yourself, that's going to be apparent in how you show up and how you answer your questions. If you are going into a relationship thinking, well, relationships never work out, so this is likely not going to work out, how much effort and attention are you going to give to it? And then it's not going to work out. Years back, I've talked about this in other videos, so maybe you've heard it before, me share this story before, but I think it's super powerful. I wanted to move to New York years ago. I'd wanted to move to New York my whole life since I was 7, 8 years old. And I decided at, I think, 31 years old that it was time for me to, 30, anyway, whatever. It was time for me to try. I had never tried, so of course I wasn't here. So I had an interview, and I was excited. I had my first interview in New York, and I was getting ready to travel here. And I was really excited, and then all of a sudden I got scared. And I quickly decided where I was going to focus my attention. Actually, I stole this idea from a friend of mine who gave it to me. I ran into her, and I was telling her about my interview, and then I was excited, and then I got scared, and I told her I was scared, and she said, I said, what if I don't get it? And she said, why wouldn't you get it? Of course you'll get it. Why wouldn't you get it? And I just thought, wow, what this is an amazing mindset, an amazing perspective. I know, I'll just adopt her perspective. And this will be my mindset moving forward. Of course I'll get it. Why wouldn't I get it? And then this mindset helps you to get excited, and then that's going to help dictate your next step, your action. So good or bad, where you focus is where you go. If I was focused on I'm probably not going to get it. Well, how much effort am I going to put into the job in the interview process? If I know that it's going to work out, I'm going to put effort into it. So where you focus is where you go. And a little trick, if you're having a challenge around that, is take a look at an area in your life that is working out for you, or a past success that you achieved. How did you get there? You believed you could, and you focused on it. So those are 3 superpowers that you already have within you that you can employ each day to help elevate your state of mind and to help take you further down your path to success. Now, sometimes people will say success is overrated, but here's the thing about success. It is your definition. So whatever his definition or her definition makes, no difference. It's your definition. And success is happiness, because you could be making a lot of money at a job that you hate and you're not going to feel successful, for example. So success is just happiness. All right. So curiosity, focus, and your breath. 3 superpowers that you can employ each day. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you got some value, I invite you to like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated on my next video. Stay curious.